you want to do.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up to our millions and millions of people watching right now? Thank y'all for checking out Clean AF. Speaking life, speaking things that be not as though they were. But thank y'all for checking in. I'm PT Bratton, as you can see right there. Let me bring on the rest of the crew so we can get to the laughs. So first up, we have the very funny Nikkie Knowles.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing this evening? Hey, PT.
Hey, Nikki. All right. Next up, we have none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Dewayne Cocaine White. Come on. Put your hands together. Yeah, you got to take yourself off of mute. Yeah.
It's only like week 6 of doing it.
I know. 32 weeks into it, we still, yeah.
What is the cocaine thing? I would be much thinner if that were the case. That's all I'm saying.
I think every week we should put another adjective in there between.
White sparkling sugar does. I can see that going that direction. I can see how that.
And last but not least, let's bring on the man with a plan, Mr. Nick Baskerville.
What's going on, everybody?
What up,
Hey, Nick.
Man, one of the things about Zoom just this video stuff that we do is I realized my hair was a lot fluffier when we did the ad. Like, I need to get back to that level of fluff.
No comment. Not saying a word right now.
You sure you don't want to say anything?
Not a word. Not a word.
All right. Before we move on, I just want to make sure that you okay. All right, gentleman has
I yield my time.
He has yielded back his time.
Excuse me, Mr. Bratton. Mr. Bratton.
Yeah.
Mr. Bratton.
Yes, you have
Mr. Bratton.
Gentleman is recognized. Gentleman from Virginia is recognized. Okay, so how y'all doing? I hope your week was good. I had some times that we're good. I got to go out and do comedy in person, and two of the three people to my left.
Just say on the side of you. Just go ahead.
On the side.
Others is a word.
As long as you don't call it a side piece. We're not a side piece. We're just on the side.
Nope. Not even starting.
Two out of the three of the other. 2 out of the 3 of the other Clean AF crew were there. And we did comedy in the park, and I was really excited about that, but I was nervous at the same time because doing live comedy after doing this virtual thing for so long, it's comedy is like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're going to get, So I didn't know what was going to happen when I got out there, but thankfully everyone. I didn't say it right. You don't know what you're going to get. Life's like a box of chocolates. But no, we got out there. We had fun. People laughed. It was really cold, so I don't know how many more shows we're going to be able to do outside. So we got to find another way. But a more pressing issue where I just need those of you that know the words of prayer just to pray for me. Y'all remember those old commercials that say Calgon? Take me away.
Yes, yeah.
That is how I'm feeling right now. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my family. I do, but I just feel like we need some time away from each other. We need some distance.
PT. I don't think you've done that very well all year. You tend to you're literally a brat pack. Like, you go places as a unit.
Yeah,
it's just like a cloud. It's like the Tasmanian devil.
Yep. I received that. I received that. That's not my choosing. I actually try to go without them. But they keep finding me. They keep tracking me down. I mean, I can't. Like, I'm gonna give you an example when we're talking about. My wife's been out of the house today. She called me 12 times in 2 hours. I just, so I wasn't even. I hadn't even left the house. Yeah. Why? Exactly.
Why?
Dwayne. Why? Because that's it, man. We do everything together all the time.
Did you answer the phone 12 times?
Yes.
Of course you did.
Every
What
time.
do you mean, I would not answer the phone. My wife called me 12 times. I would not answer the phone.
Oh, okay, Dwayne, I've tried that, and she is smarter than the average wife because she had her mother call me. She had me. Her mother called me because I'm not gonna ghost her mother. So,
wait, no. Wait, she called you from her mom's phone?
No, she had her mom call me and say, "Hey, Vita trying to get a hold of you."
I'm not mad at you.
And you can't.
I could answer the phone if I went on the phone with you. That's what you should have said.
Oh no! You're not playing with mama. The Bible says, "Honor your mother and father, that your days may be long on the earth." So I'm not trying to disrespect my seniors or my elders. So I'm like, yes, ma'am. Whenever we fight, we try not to fight with her around because when she come in there and be like, all right now, you're like, all right.
To be fair, the Bible was written before cell phones. I just want to point that out.
Okay, but back to my point. If I just want to get away. Just a little while. 3-way phone call. Just a little time by myself. Just need some time to ease my mind. Need some time. Right now it's really silent, but in a few minutes I'm gonna have to go on mute because everybody's gonna be coming back in the house at the same time. And it's just the house just ain't big enough for everybody. And I just need some time.
I hate to tell you this, but I think quarantine is gonna be around for a while, brother.
No, I don't receive that.
No. You don't have to receive it. It'll just still happen. I mean,
yes, sir.
It's like junk mail. You don't want it, but it's showing up every time.
Lies. I just want to say that everything Nick said was a lie. And the quarantine is going to be over November 2nd, and everybody's going to be able to go to the polls on the 3rd.
Hold on, wait.
It's just going to go away.
I think a fly is about to land on your head.
Huh?
I think a fly.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You come to my house and stay, PT. We got a couch in the basement down here. You come hang out.
Well, yeah.
I got you.
Hey,
just don't tell
you know
me
what? Dwayne, you not paying attention. You can't hide your location from a black woman. It's like they got you low jack, man.
You can try.
I'm saying. I am saying.
On the couch like this, you get a FaceTime
you
like
have
that.
no idea how hard I'm working right now not to do an Anne Frank joke about my wife. That's all I'm saying. You have no idea.
Oh my gosh. I mean, like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example and I'm gonna leave it alone. I was trying to buy a birthday card for my wife, okay? And I was trying to time this thing. I'm like, okay, I dropped the vehicle off. She's about to go somewhere. And this is a perfect time for me to run because I can't leave the apartment while she's here because she's going to ask me where I'm going. So I had to try to time it when she's not going to be here. But lo and behold, before she got in the car and left, she had to go to the store for something. So I'm in there getting a card. I'm in the line and checkout line. And here she comes. I was like, yeah.
So basically that part about the Bible where it said the two will become one. I mean, I guess maybe it's like the four will become one. Is that maybe that's what happened there in your family?
5.
It's 4 and a possible over here, Nick. I mean,
4 and a possible. It's a strong piece. It's a strong piece.
Yeah, strong. that's what all the spades paying out there. Yeah.
Here's what you do, Nick or PT. Here's what you do. Next year for her birthday, don't get her a card. When she's like, hey, why didn't you give me a card? You say, I tried to get one, but you wouldn't let me be alone long enough to go buy you a card. And then you're good to go. Maybe for a long time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I fear that she might leave me alone. I feel like she's gonna leave me alone for a real long time. I don't. Yeah, man. The way my economy is set up, you know, I can't afford to lose half. I'm like, I ain't that much. I'm like, carry the one.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Right.
Carry the one.
I'm done. I'm out.
Oh my
That's my
God.
time. Thank you very much.
Oh man. So Nikki, how's life holding up for you? How are you, your family unit?
We don't get no lead in or nothing. Thanks, Nick. You just gonna flip something.
No, I'm gonna give her. You got that background. You look like you're filming an Al Qaeda video. Can I just say that right now?
At any rate, my background looks like this because I'm filming from home today. So you never know what type of foolishness might enter.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't have time to iron. I don't want to touch it because it might fall. When I tell you it's Jimmy rigged over here, it is the absolute truth. But I didn't have enough time today because I was doing the distance learning with the youngest child. Let me tell you something. You need a whole nother level of patience for this distance learning.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not that person.
Not at all. Not at all. Like, I will pay somebody to come sit over here with him just for the whole day, just to get him through. Because today I was just like telling him, you know, sit still, stop tapping that, listen, pay attention. So he think he's slick. Whenever I get, started getting a little rowdy, he took it off mute so everybody could hear me yelling at him. So I'm telling him, Isaiah, stop doing that. Put that pencil down. Pay attention. Then I hear, Miss Knowles, if you truly are going to knock Isaiah in the middle of next week, can you mute yourself and remove him from the camera, please? I was so embarrassed. But then she just went on teaching like it was nothing. She was like, so Sheldon, if Noah has 12 apples, I was like,
you are not the first parent that she's heard that from. She has probably heard that multiple times in a
If Nikki has 5 boys and slaps the snot out of one of them, how many years does she have left on her
for the rest of the day?
Right.
If she makes one an example in front of the other 4.
Because the cops when they come, ain't nobody snitching now. Like, snitches get stitches.
No,
so,
they come if they want to. You can take every last one of them. I need a break.
Nikki, didn't you tell me that you tried that one time and they brought him back?
They brought him back. I told him he had to leave. You can't stay here no more. You don't want to listen. Go. You grown. You know everything. Go on. 2 hours later, Miss Knowles, you can't kick your kids out. I said, I didn't order that. You have to throw them out. That's not mine.
You didn't understand the return policy that comes with kids, apparently.
Man,
8th, you're not allowed to do this. Like
not in Charles County, man. I was like, center or something he can go to.
But Nikki, I think the teachers have seen more in this short span of time than they've seen like their whole time teaching. Ain't that right, Karen? You didn't see some craziness, haven't you?
I know Karen has. I hear her stories. Wait, did you guys see that video on social media where the lady was butterball naked in the camera? It's like she just walked past, like her son or grandson, because you couldn't tell by that body.
Karen?
I didn't know. No, it was not Karen. You couldn't tell what if it was the grandmother. She just strolled on in and went to the closet, and he's just sitting there, and the teacher was like, Tavion! Of course, his name is Tavion. Tavion, turn your camera off. Who is that naked? And my question is, first of all, why are you so comfortable with somebody being naked in the room with you? And why are you so comfortable that you didn't even think to turn the camera off? He didn't move. He didn't blink. He didn't say nothing. He just sat there. So
that's his everyday life. Somebody
need to call social services.
Never know when grandma's gonna walk in on your math class. You never know.
You remember when it was used to be just a time like hope the kids don't walk in and the parents, doing the do.
Yeah, because she was that she was not supposed to be walking. She knew that baby was in the classroom.
What? I got so many questions though. Why is she walking around with no clothes? Was she trying to find the clothes? Did she not know that she needed to put clothes on when she took the other ones off? I mean,
let me tell you something. Her wig was together though.
So Cindy said, "Mind your business." Like, you ain't got no clothes on, but you got your wig on. What in the world?
Together, all the way together. I was like, she got that wig together. I'm mad at that, but that everything from the neck down, I was like, oh, did you see the other? There was another one where the teacher was calling the little boy, he wouldn't come to the camera, and so then the camera come on, and the mother was like, "Oh, he can't come to the camera right now because he in the kitchen washing his lunch dishes." Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We need to be better as parents, like for real.
Well, the dishes aren't going to wash themselves, Nikki. Okay.
So you can't solve this math problem because you in here busting suds.
Oh,
we gotta help the kids. PT, you homeschool?
Look at that. Hot flashes. There it is. Problem solved. I heard that's a real issue. Like they say you hot from the inside. Like you
I don't even know. I
don't know either, but
I don't know.
I'm glad look.
I don't want to be in the big screen talking about hot flashes. How about that?
I'll talk about hot flashes. Put me on the screen. I'll talk about them.
Oh Lord. Oh,
I'm an expert. No, I'm not. I have no idea what those things are. I do know about some homeschool stuff though. Right now, we are learning a lot right now on our homeschool side of things. I'm actually personally, I'm excited. At 7:00, my daughter is going to be doing an online improv thing. I can't wait. I know, right? She's so artsy. It's cool. She goes to like a fine arts. She gets that
from her father, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Improv. She goes to a fine arts high school. I call it Fame. I don't know if anybody understands that.
You call it Fame. What does everybody else call it?
I'm not going to say the name of the school because we have teachers on here from it. But here's the thing. No, this is the greatest part. They are the opening act for. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Their school. They're doing a Zoom play. They're doing a Zoom. This is the greatest thing ever. I cannot wait to watch that because it is going to be hilarious. Like what
you mean? Like they've been doing those read throughs of the movies and
no,
stuff.
Dude,
like,
this is a play. This is a play. Like Romeo. Unmute thyself, Romeo.
Romeo, you're on mute.
You know somebody's gonna freeze. We can barely get through this show. It's like whether to be or not to be. Whether it is nobler to suffer the poor Wi-Fi of Boost Mobile.
Romeo, are you
fees
that are Verizon?
Yeah, man, that you know that much. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Right? He worked that out, man.
Right. That was in your spirit.
He was a theater guy.
Thou shalt not. I don't know. That's not even what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about tonight. I think it's timely. I think we should talk about Kamala. I think we need to talk about that.
I don't want to be that guy. But
you mean Senator Harris?
I don't think you're saying her name correctly.
Easy.
It's not a her. I said, I know I'm saying it right. Kamala. Yes, Harris. James Harris, who was Kamala, the Ugandan giant in wrestling. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he came out. He acted like he's from Uganda. He had like a moon and stars. He came out and did a lot of that on his chest. He was actually from Mississippi. He died in August, and I just want to just give a shout out, Harambe to him.
What brought that up now?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. So I'm not normally a conspiracy theory guy, but the day that Senator Harris, Kamala Harris, was named the vice presidential candidate was the same day Kamala, the Ugandan giant, died. That's all I'm saying. I think there's too many same last name, Harris. Okay, I'm just saying a few too many coincidences. That's all I'm getting at. That's all I'm saying.
So when Black folk talk about the spirit of their ancestors coming to help them out, it doesn't quite work that way, Dwayne.
I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not even. No, I know where PT is going to go. It's going to be something horrible that I didn't say. PT's going to accuse me of. I didn't believe it was a big conspiracy theory until the debates on Wednesday. And then another wrestler, I don't know if you've heard of Jimmy Superfly Snuka. He showed up at the match.
Not Jimmy Superfly
Superfly? I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans, but I'm sorry. You got Kamala and Superfly both on the same stage. That was amazing. It doesn't happen very often. What?
He stole the shit. He stole the show.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? PT, you're a big wrestling fan, aren't you? Aren't you a big wrestling fan?
I am. I was thinking about somebody else. They call him the showstopper. You remember who that was?
You fresh.
What?
What are you even talking about?
Oh,
Who was your wrestler, PT? Who was your favorite?
Favorite? Well, it used to be before he came out to be racist. I used to like Hulk Hogan, and then he was like, "I'll wrestle with you, but you can't date my daughter." I'm like, "Look at here, brother."
Take your vitamins and say your prayers.
No, you better take them vitamins and turn them jokers sideways. And anyway, that's another wrestler.
Kamala. The reason I like Kamala because Kamala was not in shape. He was just a big fat guy.
No,
he was a big fat guy that painted his belly and his face and came out and slapped himself.
Well, I mean, but that's the beauty of wrestling, that you have people like Lex Luger, right? The total package. Right? Just ripped. Yeah. He had muscles on top of muscles, and then you have like Mick Foley. He's like,
you get the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was both fat and had a speech impediment, and he came out and he's like, I will get a job where I talk on stage and wrestle in my underwear all day.
Yes, woo! Yes.
There you go, Ric Flair. I mean,
woo! Yes, woo! He was not fit either. He didn't. Yeah,
learn to love it. It's the best thing going today.
Yeah.
That would have been good at the debates right there. If you just bring in like me and June Okerlund, like, Senator Harris, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna rip his head off. He's gonna come in a squared circle.
Okay, let's stop right there.
On the dotted line.
Like I passed geometry in school. There's no such thing as a squared circle. It's a square. That's what it is. It's a circle
or a circle.
A circle is a circle, but when they call it a ring, it confuses people because it's square. You don't have corners in a circle.
To be clear, PT, we're talking about wrestling. Like, if you're willing to believe some of the other stuff that goes on, like the square circle, really, just let them have that one.
When did this turn into a pudding pop commercial?
Square
circle.
The circle.
I don't even know.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are so
get
stupid.
In trouble. Back to you, Nick.
So what I'm hearing you say, Dewayne, is that
you don't do it to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He jumped out of that square quick. He's like, I'm done.
Back to you, Nick.
Because he's like, look, you're not gonna come off the top rope for me.
Right? Oh, come off the top. That's good.
Dropping the people's elbow.
You know, hey, who used to come off the top rope? Randy
the Macho Man Savage. I saw Randy Macho Man Savage wrestle in a high school gym in Illinois when I was in second grade. This is not a joke. This guy, he came out to the song Fame, second Fame reference of the night. He came out, they put a boombox on a folding chair, and he came out to Fame as part of Intercontinental Championship Wrestling that never left the state of Illinois. So I didn't know Illinois was a continent, but apparently for Randy, it was a continent. So,
well, yeah, I can tell you, given the fact that growing up, my mom was in the military. I can tell you about continents and states and languages and stuff like that because I was a military dependent. So for those of you out there who aren't from the military or don't know what that is, a military dependent is just, the kid and spouse or whatever that travels with the military person. What I got a problem with is sometimes we're referred to as military brats.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on now. We are not brats. We are simply people who feel entitled to things that aren't really ours.
Okay. Wouldn't that be the definition of a brat?
Well, no. I like what foreign people refer to us as Americans. Americans tend to be people who feel entitled to things that really aren't ours.
Are they talking about my kids? Never mind. Never mind.
Now, sometimes military brats are also called base kids. They're also called baby kids, which I can see how that's kind of related. I'm just saying, you may have been kicked out of school. You may have even been kicked out of a bar, but until you've been kicked out of Argentina for no reason,
don't cry for me.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Just there may be a level of things that military brat kids we need to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to be a military kid, to be honest with you. I wasn't looking forward to it or whatever. I was born in Philly. Why would I leave that kind of culture behind? I mean, there was the music and the food, right? There was the gunshots and the sirens. There was the government cheese and the powdered milk. You know how hard it was to adjust just to like cultured food. Like my taste buds weren't ready
for fresh food.
Well, fresh food, fresh air.
Nikki.
I like how he put the cheese after the gunshots and the sirens. Like he
right.
Well,
if I'm putting these in order,
the cheese was aged. Okay, so
bad to worse. That cheese was something to contend with. Okay, like you put that in the oven, and hours later,
they should have been able to use that cheese for like the shuttle launch. Like that should have been able to be a heat shield, and it would have been everyone would have been fine.
Oh my gosh,
it's bad.
Yeah. No, I remember the very first country I went to. The very first country, and it was quite the culture shock. It was called Georgia.
Oh yeah, dude, Tbilisi's cool, man. That's a cool town.
The country?
Augusta, Georgia.
Oh,
so it was the country, but not like country. It's
oh Jesus.
Look, coming from Philly, it was a different world. I mean, they spoke differently. There was like an eighth of snow that snowed one time. Everything like locked down.
Everything shut down. Yep.
Yes, it did.
Oh, dear God. And so then we moved, and then I got a little self-conscious, right? So we moved to Belgium, the actual country, Belgium.
Okay.
I was gonna wait that one out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You got us one time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again.
Sorry,
you can't get fooled again. All right.
So we moved
You're like
to
a little
Belgium.
kid, Nikki. You can't have anything in your.
it's meddling. You will never find. I'm sorry.
It's not a microphone.
It's just in my way.
I'm not convinced that we need improv, at least for some of us. I think you guys are doing just fine.
Nick had a bit. He had a whole set.
Sorry, Nick. It's just
I don't know how Nick works with such unprofessionals like us. You just
no.
It's
It's probably why his afro isn't as fluffy as it used to be.
Only do it.
Wait, what are you doing?
oh my gosh.
Like an old church lady.
Thank you.
These clowns over here.
FQTZ.
Let me do it, stuff, Dwayne.
So Nick's in Belgium. I don't know if you guys know where Belgium is. Nick, would you tell us about Belgium?
I have your undying attention. I feel so special.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I remember getting there, and then once we got there, like that's when the Berlin Wall came down. Oh, wow. And then so when we moved to Germany, that's when Desert Storm started. So when we moved to the US, when I moved to the US and I saw on the TV that aliens were taking over, I wasn't surprised, but then it was just in the movie Independence Day. Is all it was. It wasn't. I was able to calm down. I was a little nervous.
But Nick, explain to the non-military people why you thought that was real. Because there's a reason.
Well,
when you're overseas, you get one channel.
That's a true statement. That is
and the stuff you watching is like years, like almost 10 years old. Like
right. And I thought technology had caught up because I hadn't. We had one channel, so that's how you got cultured, well-rounded, because you had no choice but to listen to everything and anything. So it was all there, and so they had these cheesy commercials Oh my God! So it didn't have like I love watching American commercials now because back then they were all cheesy. And one of the commercials that I think about, I'm surprised with. I didn't even see it. Was something about like what is in your to-go bag.
To-go bag.
Where we going?
Yeah, man.
So a to-go bag is different than a spend a night bag. So let me start off with that first. That does not mean the bag you take to go over to be shacking up. That's not the bag I'm talking about. A to-go bag is supposed to be like the stuff you put in case there's an emergency and you got to hurry up and leave home. Like people in Florida probably should have a to-go bag, but I feel like they don't typically.
Why Florida? I'm
just saying stuff tends to happen.
I love that you're calling it a to-go bag. You had to add the to-go bag.
That's my Philly accent, not letting me say all the words just right.
To-go, just a go bag.
So so one of the things I think about, if the world was really going to end, if the world was really going to end, what would you have in your to-go bag?
I don't know. I mean,
food.
Okay.
Yeah. I would put my Bible in there so that I could be like the book of Eli. You never know. I might be the last one.
Actually, I wouldn't even have food in. I told you guys early on, man. I had a neighbor had 30-day supply of food, and he had no guns. So
we taking over your neighbor's house.
Right. I'm saying, man. Like I can. Come on.
I like how Nikki inserted herself. We are going to go with that.
I know Dewayne has guns and he knows how to hunt. I am heading to Virginia.
Yeah, that's right. We all rallying at his house. We're like,
we got food and we can protect ourselves.
Right.
And we got the internet. And we got the internet over here.
That's it. I would put the Wi-Fi in my bag. Put the Wi-Fi in my to-go bag. Gotta have that.
I don't know if you remember how the movie Independence Day went, but a lot of stuff got blowed up.
I don't remember them having Wi-Fi.
Blowed up. Okay, well, I will put walkie-talkies in there because if the towers go down, you got to be able to communicate with people. Nobody has CBs anymore. You remember how everybody used to have a CB?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yes. I used to talk to my grandfather on a CB every morning. He'd come home from work and I'd be on there. And dude, I learned some words. Well, let me tell you something. I learned some good things. Like, Julia Myers is going to put a Meat Lovers pizza in her bag. Julia, that's the best food. I love Meat Lovers pizza. That's the greatest thing. Stuffed crust Meat Lovers is and a side of Lipitor is the greatest thing.
And a side of Lipitor.
It's so good. Just sprinkle Lipitor around it. I love them, man. That's my favorite food on the planet. I could have Meat Lovers pizza and Sheets chicken fingers every day and just be 400 pounds.
Sounds really unhealthy. Yeah, that's
for real. Like water.
Water. That's a good answer. Good answer.
That's a good answer. Are we playing Family Feud now?
Good answer.
Harvey.
Survey says. Somebody said cake. No, we would
getting busy.
We would have to bring some alcohol. I think.
Rubbing or hard liquor.
Both, because you might have to disinfect something, or you might need,
a shot.
Exactly,
a shot.
Depending on who you're traveling with.
Right.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I don't know, man.
So here's another question then too. Like, so if the world's going to end, and so you need to kind of go to a place you've always wanted to go, like where would you go? Like what place is on your to go place where you want to go and see and just have a good time?
Karen had a whole timeout. Karen has a whole list.
I know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to stop and go back to her
with charger,
fruit punch,
toothbrush, toothpaste, and water. Like, okay,
she has thought this through. She is ready.
But
you want a fruit punch though?
I don't know. This is you can tell this is Nikki's friend because the first thing on her list was crabs.
Yeah. Karen, by the way, Karen, call me tomorrow. We might need to.
Okay, so back to your point, where would we live? Like, where would be our favorite place to live?
Yeah, well, where's the place you want to go, or the favorite place the most favorite place you've ever lived?
I'm going to the wharf.
Going to the wharf?
Now, see, it's two different things, Nick. Like, if I'm going somewhere because the world about to end, I'm probably going somewhere else than what my favorite place is now. Like, Hawaii is
beyond.
Hawaii. So silly. Oh, Hawaii.
If the world's
is,
ending, I'm going to the middle of the country to like, because that's like all the craziness is going to happen on the outside,
on the coast,
like shopping at a grocery store. Like the outsides are going to get hit first, and then we're going to be in the middle. I'm going to be somewhere in the Midwest with the rednecks and the silos. That's where I'm going to be.
Well, I was about to say
that.
What?
I said I'm glad you said that. Cocaine White.
The redneck part or the silos part? I don't understand. Which
I mean, you take your pick. I'm not even gonna even.
I think I'm with Dewayne. I'm gonna get my NASCAR hat and get my American flag and head west, buddy.
I like that he said his American flag.
Yeah, America. That's it. That flag trumps. No puns intended. Every other flag.
We will refer to this as the Red Dawn plan, where we all end up in some kind of weird camp while the Russians attack.
Oh my gosh,
Ohio or whatever it was. I don't know. They just decided to attack some random town in the Midwest, and so wait, that's messing up my plan. Hold on. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, man. I know it's not going to be DC. For two reasons. No. One, you know they're going to attack here. Two, I just don't want to be here anymore because it's DC. Like, I'm done.
You could come up with better reasons to leave DC than just the world ending, right? Like, you could.
Traffic is one. People is the second one.
But they have traffic and people everywhere.
Not the same kind of traffic.
I don't know if you've been to everywhere yet, but I've been there. And Nick lived there.
I would.
He was a brat. I don't know.
I would name Dewayne. I would name tolls as well because we have a lot of tolls here, like in
Virginia. Yes.
Yeah, they're adding an expressway that we're going to have to pay to ride on. I mean, you go down south, tons of highway. I mean, bridges everywhere. No.
Yeah, but I went through Oklahoma a few years ago, and there were tolls there too, and it was worse because you had to pay cash, and it was like stupid amounts. Like it'd be like 15 cents, and then half hour later, you stop again and pay like 28 cents. It's not even real numbers. You can't make 28. How do you make 28 cents?
Who has pennies?
What is a penny? I've heard of those. Speaking of living overseas, Nick, remember not getting pennies? Did you guys do that?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
You didn't get pennies. It was like if it cost 23 cents, it cost a quarter. It cost 22 cents, it cost 20 cents. You're like, wait, you owe me change. You're like, no, man, you are so new. You don't even like, wait, what are you talking about? They don't give you pennies. Because it costs more to ship them over than it's worth to bring.
It's worth.
Now,
I have an objection to this comment. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a little sugar in your iced tea.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Kate?
Not something I'd be having to when you drink it. That's how my kids make tea around here.
Lockjaw.
You don't drink it. You just put it in the hole in your neck.
That's not funny.
If your teeth don't wiggle when you drink your tea, it ain't small enough.
That is nasty.
That is good, man. That is good.
I feel like whoever that is, they need a new dentist.
You're asking questions. Where would you go, buddy?
Yeah,
Where would I go?
Yeah. Don't say Philly.
Well, I mean, I
Philly,
love Philly. I think it goes back to something I talked about in last season. I would go to the moon. I would go ahead and, well, look, I mean, the spaceships are ready, right? You know, my man, Elon, he's already getting stuff going. It's just, once he gets that whole thing with the helmet worked out for me so that, the Apple sheen isn't, got the glaze in there, I'd be cool with that.
Nick,
I don't know where your price point is, brother, but I don't. You better jump on. You might want to get an early deal. Like that's all I'm saying. Like you may want to jump.
I was thinking.
I
mean, like the Midwest is solid. Like I could just drive out there, like to where nobody is, and set up camp.
The Midwest is solid.
I have experience now.
Solid.
Yes, I've conquered that driving across country thing. So
If you go to the Midwest, just be ready to fry everything, my friend. That's all I'm saying. They will do it. They will.
Well, you're probably going to have to, depending on what's left, in order to eat it.
Jello, kids, whatever, they'll fry it. They don't mind. They don't care. They'll fry all of it, man.
I wonder, like, I want to try a fried Oreo.
I've had one.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like how it's. Oh yeah.
Yes, it was. And I'll never have another one again. And it's like I couldn't do it. Like I can't. If I do one more, it's gonna be like I got a 10-year pin for my Oreo. Is what I'm trying to say. I had one. I wanted more. Couldn't stop myself.
And that's how you wind up in the support group, and they've helped you get back to this far, and you don't want to fall off the wagon again.
I'm in a back alley somewhere eating Oreos with no family.
A fly swatter. Oh, this.
What?
I don't know what it is, but it's connected.
It's a pop filter. It's a pop filter. So when you say words that have like P, tend to pop on the mic. So you have that. This hope.
No. This is terrible.
A grease catcher. I'm done.
Kevin always coming for somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad that you came and hang out with us, because here we are again. It's sort of another 3-day weekend, so we always enjoy trying to bring some laughs for you.
It's a 3-day weekend, so have a happy Indigenous People Day.
Yeah, you get 2 for 1. You get 2 holidays, but it's only on one day, so it's 2 for 1. So that's a good deal. I don't know if you know how that works.
Indigenous. Are the kids going to school on Monday? That's all I need to know.
No, I don't think so. But
then I'm going to work.
Given the fact that it's a long time and we enjoy making you laugh, there's also other times where some of us will be doing shows, not even this weekend, but even on and on beyond that. I think 3 out of 4 of us happen to be on the ASAP show that's coming up tomorrow. It's actually in person. So I guess something about in-person shows where they can only have 3 out of the 4 of us at the same time, unless we do it ourselves.
Right?
I guess the world might.
I think it's a conspiracy.
Could be.
They're afraid of clean AF.
Man is trying to hold us down.
We're going to be so clean that they don't know what to do.
And Nikki, you got a show coming up like on the 17th, right?
I do.
So, you guys can follow Nikki at Funny Girl Productions.
And then Laugh Till It Hurts at .eventbrite.com.
What?
Just go to my page. I'm so much.
That's what I was trying to do. Like, I ain't remember all that. So that's why I say if you just follow her, go there. PT, you got some things in the work coming up? Or you?
PT was like,
what?
Did you freeze?
Yeah, I froze.
Oh.
I thought you were trying to get me the signal. Like, no.
What did it look like when it froze?
It looked like you without movement.
James.
I don't know if you ever seen.
Yeah, I got a show coming up. I'm putting on a show for Halloween, the 31st. More details to come. But yeah, stay tuned. It's gonna be funny. We're gonna have some comedians on there. They're gonna tell some jokes. You know how it works.
Yeah. Dewayne, what do you don't sound like you believe him very much.
It will be funny, I promise.
I don't know.
At least one of the comedians will be funny.
Yes, I have a show tomorrow, Saturday, Logan Circle, 5:00 with you guys. I got stuff at Mustang Sally's on the 23rd up in Sterling, and supposedly doing a show on the 1st of November at Primetime Bar or something in Fairfax. Look, check it out at DDubComedy.com. I'll put it up there.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, I have a website.
You already went.
Fine.
She's redeeming her time, Dewayne. She's redeeming her time.
And then, aside from the show,
what do you have coming up, buddy?
Well, other than the show that I'm gonna get to hang out with you guys with, I also have a show later that night. It's actually a clean show there with the Virtual Comedy Crunch out in Colorado. So I have that. Then the next show I should be not next Monday, but the Monday after that. There's supposed to be a storytelling comedy show put together. So there'll be that, and there's a few other things. So if you just follow me at my About Nick Baskerville page that I have there at stop365.blog, you'll be able to see what other stuff I have, get tickets, and see what else is coming up. So once again, we thank you for coming out and starting your weekend with us, starting with these laughs. We hope that it's always a great way to start your weekend and that you enjoy yourself. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday, as always. Later.
All right. Dwayne, is that a fly on your head?
Yeah, it's like that movie.
We should play the Good Times ending theme song now.